It's the NFL season, and Hector Vasquez can get you ready to win some money. That's right. Subscribe and follow the All Four Downs podcast, NFL Picks, on YouTube, Facebook, and on the website, hhwshow.com. Hector Vasquez is the subject matter expert and can turn your losses into win streaks. Tune in to All Four Downs NFL Picks every Wednesday and get your picks set for each game every week. It's All Four Downs, a CMG Sports Podcast Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome to All Four Downs, the NFL Picks edition. I'm Hector Vasquez, myself, Ovi Muniz. It is week 12 of the NFL, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I know tomorrow's the day where we get all turkeyed up, pernil, arroz con gandules, pasteles, you name it. It's going to happen tomorrow. Those of you that don't know, that's our Puerto Rican culture. And man, I'm ready for the festivities of food that's going to happen. But with that, we got some football. We got 3 games going on Thursday, added on to some college football. It's going to be an amazing, amazing weekend. Oh, Hector, are you fired up?
I'm fired up. If the games are going to be disappointing, that's okay because the food's not going to be disappointing. I got lots to choose from. Yeah.
I tell you
what. Got options. I got my options.
Hey, I'll tell you what, when I'm watching that recliner, if it puts me to sleep, then you already know. I'm just satisfied with the food, not the game. But
just wake me up when the dessert's being served.
You know who got served? The Giants offensive coordinator just got served. Jason Garrett no longer the offensive coordinator for the New York Giants. So there are big changes happening in that organization. And from what I hear, he ain't the only one that's going to be getting fired. So it's just interesting to see what's going to happen. Those developments come Sunday or thereafter. But the Giants, they stunk it up, man, Monday Night Football. They really did. They looked like a high school team, The defense wasn't holding nothing from the Buccaneers compared to last year. At least last year, it was a game, right?
Yeah.
And you would think that you would see some improvement coming off the bye week. But Hector, you and I know that the Giants don't do well after the bye weeks.
No, they're very inconsistent, and it really showed. The touchdown that we got was, okay, a fluke interception, and then let me close my eyes, I'm going to throw it up in the air, you catch it type pass. There was no dominance in that drive whatsoever. It's just the Giants' way this year. Like I said earlier in the week to you, why even spend your energy getting upset about this? We already know what's going on. We need just to see these guys leave, get them fired, get rid of them so we can start fresh. Because as long as they're in there, we're not going to do anything with what we got.
No, absolutely not. And you know what? I had to pull out my bid for the Giants because I thought they were going to at least keep it within 11 points. That was a spread. Plus, being that was going to be less than 50 points, yeah, of course that was going to happen. I had that parlay going, but I pulled out. I lost a few dollars, man. It wasn't that big of a difference. But knowingly the way that the game went, I was like, you know what? I'm not losing all my money because these guys don't want to play. And it also starts in the offense because there was no control of time of possession. They were just moving the ball halfway, and that was it. So, it was ridiculous performance for the New York Giants on both sides of the ball, and something had to be done. So, offensive coordinator, I think Jason Garrett was there too long. I understand the purpose why he was there for the second season, but you should have done that before the bye week. That's just my opinion. But other news there, the Vikings defensive end, Griffin, has some issues at his home. There is no up to date as to what's going on. I know there was a firing of a gun at his house. A lot of social media tweets going on here and there. We just hope that him and the family and everyone else involved are safe, and that things could turn out to be a positive for the Minnesota Vikings organization there.
Hmm.
But hey, football tomorrow, 3 games. I'm ready for my picks. Um, I know you've been ready for forever and ever, as always. But
Hey, I,
go ahead.
I just been cutting off the lead. I just been chipping away at the lead. So I was down by 5. I'm down by 1 now. It's been 4 weeks.
I'm gonna
Got to
pull
keep.
turbo boost. You ever seen Knight Rider? That's exactly what's gonna happen. But we got the Bears and the Lions, the Raiders and the Cowboys, and the Bills and the Saints is a triple header on Thursday. Good football. And what better than at least end it in New Orleans, because that city does deserve that attention, especially Mother Nature always have its way there in New Orleans.
Hmm.
But I'm excited for this. And this is the week, okay? This is the week, even though we got that extra week, week 17. But week 12 really starts. Are you contenders or pretenders? And we're going to find out after Sunday exactly which teams are stepping up, because from here on out, you just got to bring it every week.
Yeah.
And for we've seen the first 11, the teams that you thought that they were strong all the way to the end turned out to be not so strong after all.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, it's good that we're seeing a lot of great head-to-head competitions right now because with the two extra playoff teams, okay, now we got 7 in each side. It makes it a bigger combination of possible Super Bowls. We got 49 different combinations of Super Bowls that we can look at, and I guarantee you, we almost going to see it somewhere in this regular season. We've seen a lot of great matchups: AFC,
Right.
NFC, AFC, AFC, NFC, NFC. It's just been great, and it's been challenging us with our picks. When it comes to this, so yeah, and we're going to see some more this week. This is what's exciting about it. So yeah,
Absolutely. Hey, starting with the AFC East, the New England Patriots are in first place. And it takes so long for them to jump right back up to the top, and give credit to the defense and the discipline of Mac Jones of protecting the ball, because he's doing what a rookie's supposed to do. You are named the starter, you got to handle your business. So I've been saying it, oh man, for the very beginning, and the media did not bend to give credit to Mac Jones. Everyone's discussing about Cam Newton not being with the Patriots anymore. Oh my God, what they're doing. The Patriots know what they're doing. They always knew it since 2001. They know what they were doing since they hired Belichick. They know exactly what has to happen in that organization, and it's
hmm,
happening. And look, don't be surprised if the Patriots do reach to the Super Bowl. Should, and I'm saying should, they end up being in home field advantage. I'm telling you that right now. If anything, I do predict that they'll be in the AFC Championship. I know I'm all far overstretched about the Super Bowl, but that defense, that Patriots defense is Super Bowl contenders. Okay. Can the offense hang? And you already seen how Mac Jones is throwing the ball. His accuracy is on point. I think it's just a lot better than what he did in Alabama. No one's giving credit to him. They want to jump on Justin Fields. They want to talk about Trey Lance. They want to talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. They want to talk about everybody else but Mac Jones. And I don't understand why there's so much disrespect. And now they want to mention his name.
oh yeah, they mentioned it because what he's doing, 5 in a row, and I give him props, because the way okay, the Chiefs are up and coming. They're going back to their winning ways. So Patrick Mahomes' is still name is going to be there. But if the Chiefs were doing better than what they were doing right now, then I would say no. I mean, Mac Jones still got a lot to go, but right now, to me, he's probably the best quarterback in the AFC right now. He's real consistent. He's healthy. He's playing smart. And when he makes those mistakes, he goes out there and fixes them so he don't make those same mistakes twice. Again, we're talking about a team, who could easily only have one, maybe two possible losses right now. But
Right.
he's learning the game, and that's okay. Because he's got the team right where they want, right where he needs, and he's getting the help from the defense. It's not like he's doing it all by himself. So
It's all a team effort.
the,
Exactly.
the pressure is being taken off of his shoulders, and the defense is saying, "Hey, look, you do your thing, and we're going to do our thing, and together we are a well-oiled machine." And that's what they're doing in New England. Yeah,
Mhm. And
I like it,
AFC North, the Ravens are getting so lucky, man. Like
man.
so many. I mean, look, even yo, man, your alarm just sounded off. Look at that.
I know it.
Lucky, you
Yep.
know. But the Ravens 7-3, which has, I mean, between the Ravens and the Titans, they'll both have 3 losses. They just getting lucky, man.
You know,
Somebody come from behind wins, and sooner or later your luck is gonna run out.
but with that division, the way they're playing, they, I don't know. I mean, you're right. They are lucky because Pittsburgh should have already had that already be in first place, but they want to slip up. Cincinnati seemed to lose their mojo a little bit, and
Mhm.
so Baltimore, yeah, they're skating on thin ice, but that thin ice is keeping them in first place. I
Right.
mean, and then Cleveland is just a debacle over there. I mean, okay, you got rid of Odell Beckham, but then you still got other people, which I'm not going to mention names, throwing out social media, things out there. Come on, man, let's get with the
Right.
program around here.
The AFC South, the Tennessee Titans, which I thought was the strongest, don't look strong anymore. The Indianapolis Colts are making the run as the legit team in the South. I mean, they have a wider differential in points. And after week 11, the Colts have a better defense than the Titans. And the offense are scoring more.
You
So
know,
watch out, Titans. I'm telling you, watch out. Them Colts are for real.
I've heard a lot before the season started about the Colts ain't going to do nothing. Carson Wentz is banged up. He ain't going to be able to be healthy enough to get this team anywhere. And look where they're at right now. They're making a big statement for a division title. Okay, and right now they are one of the hottest teams in the NFL. I mean, they are just on a roll right now, and
Mhm.
the Colts are a horse. You better be careful. They're going to trample all over you. They got the lucky horseshoe right now going for them.
Yep. The AFC West, the Kansas City Chiefs look like they're getting back to normal from their past couple of years. They're at 7-4 in first place with the Chargers, Raiders, and Broncos falling right under. Then we move over to the NFC where we have the Cowboys running away with the East. We'll be talking about them for Thanksgiving. And the Eagles are surprisingly making that run. Jalen Hurts is finding his groove.
Yes.
That team is still coming together. In my opinion, I think the Eagles are the hottest team in the NFC East. Yes, I understand the
Yeah.
Cowboys, they have all the talent, but we want to talk about heart. The Eagles showing more heart in that division.
No, they definitely do, and their schedule is favoring them right now as we speak. So, you know, people could say a little too late, but no, it's not. It's not because they can still finish over 500, with the remaining schedule if they play their cards right. They are playing good football
Oh,
right now.
it's not too late because there are several teams with 5 wins. And the only team really that's up there, besides the first place team, is the Los Angeles Rams. There were 7 wins. Other than that, nobody in
Yeah,
NFC got 6 wins.
right. And so that
That
gives
is
them
crazy.
it gives them and maybe teams like the 49ers, I know we'll cover them, that an opportunity to jump in there. And we're going to see a great matchup between Minnesota and San Francisco. I know we're going to talk about that. So yeah, this is really time to really shine right now if you want to get to that wild card.
NFC North, the Green Bay Packers in first place by 3 games, followed by the Vikings, Bears, and Lions. We already know Packers will be in the playoffs. They
Yeah,
will clinch the NFC North. The question is, can they hang in there and be the number 1 seed? Because as of
right.
right now, the Arizona Cardinals are holding that spot. And the
Exactly.
NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Listen, for once that people think that just because they beat the Giants doesn't really mean that they are back.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't look that powerful as I thought they would be. And I'm sorry, Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now don't look like a team that should be in the Super Bowl. Yes, they got Tom Brady. Yes, they got all the starters back from last year. But this is not of the right Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if I do recall, every team that the Bucs played, that other team was suffering some type of injury, COVID, or something. And if the Kansas City Chiefs was healthy and had their offensive line, we could have seen something different. And who knows if Brady would have retired. But I just don't think that the Buccaneers are going to make it to the Super Bowl. And then in NFC West, we got the Arizona Cardinals, man. But can they hang in first place, or can the Rams make a run and take over that division?
You know, we want to say, we look at it as a two-team race, but the 49ers are creeping. They're creeping slowly, one game at a time. But yeah, realistically, it looks like it's going to be one of those two who's going to win that division. We just don't know. It's like the Rams keep handing the Cardinals the division title on a silver platter because every time the Cardinals seem to lose or mess up, the Rams follow suit. And it's like, come on, this is not what's going to get you a division title. It'll get you the top wild card, but you're not going to get a division title. And the top wild card is going to send you on the road to the worst division leader. So, do you want to do that? I mean, you may have a good defense, but you know you're not playing like it right now. So the Rams, they got some work to do. They got some work to do. They want to catch the Cardinals.
5 more weeks until the regular season's over, and this is boiling down to the playoffs,
Yeah.
and this is it right here. And
Hmm.
especially when you're thinking about Thanksgiving, this is it. It's almost like you're getting ready after the Survivor Series. Oh, from WWE. Now we're going to ramp up and get ready for WrestleMania, right? This is exactly what is going to happen, and I'm excited for this, man. And this is
Yeah.
what we want to see. And this is some good football, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
A
I just
slow
love.
start, but things are heating up right now.
Yeah, I love the matchup because these tiebreakers are going to come into play big time.
Absolutely. Hey, let's start off with our first one. It's the Thanksgiving first game. The Bears visit the Lions, and I'm gonna tell you right now, the this is the battle of the two worst teams in the NFC North. Chicago 3-7, Detroit 0-9-1. I'm picking the Detroit Lions to get their first win over the Chicago Bears.
And I was thinking about this. It's like, okay, is Jared Goff going to start, or is Tim Boyle going to get a second straight start? You know, we already know Andy Dalton's going to start for the Bears. Okay, when we know Matt Nagy's job is on the line. I mean, you can't get any worse. Well, yeah, you can, but I mean, Detroit has not won a game. The Bears can't seem to win a game lately for the last month or so. So somebody got to break this curse here, right? And so in the beginning, I thought Detroit was the team. I gave him a couple of shots, and I'm like, okay, you failed me, you know. And then the same thing with the Bears. The Bears started looking hot, and then they started falling apart. And so it's like, who you really go for? You know what I'm saying? So is this where I could take a break and continue cooking my dinner tomorrow, or do I tune in for this game? You know what I'm saying? But if I have to pick, I am going to go out on that small little limb, and I'm going with the Lions one last time
Here we go, man. Here
because
we
the,
go.
because the Bears seems to be having more issues than what the Lions do. The Lions, to me, at least got it all together. They just can't seem to connect the dots. They got it. They just
It
can't
seems
seem to connect.
they seem like they don't. When it's time to clinch, they can't do it.
The Bears don't have all the pieces. It's like when you buy that puzzle at Walmart, and then when you open it up, it's missing pieces, but you pay the full price. That's what we're dealing with the Bears here. At least with the Lions, I bought the box and I got the pieces. I just can't seem to fit them because I don't know where they go.
Oh
I,
man,
I,
you
I,
you just
I,
doing things without the directions. Is what you're doing.
so yeah, I'm going with the Lions on this one, and I swear if they lose this one, I'm not picking them for the rest of the season. They can go 0-16-1 for all I care.
Las Vegas Raiders visits the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm gonna be looking at this as a tradition. The Dallas Cowboys have the advantage here. They're going to
Yeah,
win and beat the
yeah,
Raiders. I don't think this is going to be a close game, to be honest with you. And you're right. You're talking about teams with issues. Raiders got plenty of issues. We just don't see what's going on in that locker room, but we do see the fire of a head coach. We did
yeah,
see a wide receiver no longer with the team.
yeah.
We are seeing so much stuff every week about the Raiders. We're getting to know who the Raiders are, and this is a team that I thought was going to reach the Super Bowl. I just happened to change my mind, really. So the Cowboys will win.
Yeah, the Cowboys may be without Cooper or CD Lamb, but I don't think even if they
CeeDee
do,
Lamb is going to start.
okay, because I know he was on concussion protocol,
Right.
but
No, he will start. It's
but
been announced today he will start.
and I just think even if he wasn't playing, it wouldn't affect the Cowboys that as much as the Raiders would. So yeah, the Cowboys lost two of the last three, but they're in better prime position than what the Vegas Raiders are right now.
And
So
let me
yeah,
let me tell you this, Elliott. I don't know what's wrong with that guy, man, because you got a good offensive line and you get paid a lot of money to run the ball, and he's not performing.
he may be losing weight because they're not feeding him.
Speaking about feeding, the Bills and the Saints, they're gonna be well fed for this game. Um, this is probably my hardest pick out of all because I'm like, what kind of Bills am I gonna see?
hmm
What type of Saints am I gonna see? I
hmm
mean, the Saints has lost three in a row. The Bills somehow are going back and forth, win, lose, win, lose, win, lose.
Right,
If I'm doing this correctly, and you talking about connecting the dots,
right,
the Bills should win
right, right,
and the Saints continue to lose.
right. And you notice that with all three games that are starting us off tomorrow, they all have been struggling. The Bears on a five-game losing streak. The Lions have not won. The Cowboys lost two or three. The Raiders just what lost two or three in a row. Now we're talking about a Saints team lost three in a row. Buffalo can't seem to get right, losing what two in a row, something like that. So all six of these teams have lost more than they have won in the last month or so. And it's like, what are we watching here tomorrow? Are we watching our full bellies? Or are we watching football here? Something got to give. But I'll let you know right now, I'm going for Buffalo on this one. I'm giving them another shot here. The Saints are on a three-game losing streak. Okay. And I just think Buffalo is going to turn things around here, on the road in New Orleans. I think the Saints are dealing with a couple of injuries,
Mhm.
more injuries than what Buffalo is dealing with. So, and you're talking about, if you don't have Kamara, you don't have Ingram, okay, what is Simeon going to do if he, for that team? So I know this is a good home game for the Saints, 5-5 position for them in the NFC, but Buffalo, I think is going to pull this one out. So I got the Bills.
All right, the Steelers versus the Bengals, the battle of the AFC North. Look, Burrow has a chance to redeem himself. I know they won, but they got to continue this win streak. And I'm just not feeling it for the Steelers right now. And
Yeah.
especially being in Cincinnati. I mean, both teams on the road 2-2, at home 2-2. But I'm giving credit to the Cincinnati Bengals to win and have them catch up to the Ravens. So that's my pick.
Yeah, I got the Bengals. I know Steelers are dealing with a lot of injuries, especially I think with TJ Watt. I think he's banged up. He's questionable for the game, and that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt Pittsburgh on defense. Coming with the Cincinnati offense. So yeah, I think Burrow's gonna get the job done at home, and they'll get the win here.
All right, the Bucs versus the Colts. I mean, we saw the Buccaneers, the way they played against the Giants. It just looked like it was on easy mode on the Madden football because the Giants, they had no answer. They drove the ball and they couldn't put up the points. The defense, it looked like when Brady was there, he was practicing. And we were talking about earlier, everyone was getting the ball. They dispatched the practice squad to come and play so that they get reps, within the game because the Giants were holding out practice. So anyhow, I got the Colts beating the Buccaneers. Yes, I do. And call me crazy, I don't care. But I think the Colts right now are the hottest team, winning three in a row. Yes, I understand it was the Jets, the Jaguars, but they did beat Buffalo at Buffalo 41-15. Okay, I am convinced the Colts are back and they're making a strong standpoint here. Can the Bucks handle it? Because this be a shootout.
Yeah, and not to mention that the loss that they got was to Tennessee in overtime, which I think a couple of miscues they could have won that game. And before that, they had that rainy, sloppy game against San Francisco, and they found a way of beating them there in San Francisco. They knew the weather was a big factor, so we got to figure out how to get this game going. And they put 30 points in the slopping rain. So winning four of the last five, which could have been five in a row for the Colts, I too got the Colts going into this game. I mean, because they're not that far behind the Patriots as far as points per game. They have scored 28 points a game, okay, with Carson Wentz as their quarterback versus Tom Brady, who's only putting 30 points a game, okay? and they're both allowing about the same amount of points on defense. So the Colts can play defense. Okay, I mean, giving
Mhm.
up 15 to Buffalo, 17 to Jacksonville. I think the Colts are for real here, and I think they could pull this upset at home against Tampa Bay themselves. So yes, I too got the Colts. Watch out, that horse is gonna trample on that boat. Watch
There
out now.
you go. Ow,
Watch
I
out.
love it.
Watch
The
out.
Panthers going to Miami and facing the Dolphins. Look, the Dolphins have won three in a row. Panthers are one of those that look they're bouncing back and forth like the Bills. You know, they win, they lose, they win, they lose, right? But they also got Cam Newton. Now, Cam Newton, in my opinion, I think he got lucky against the Arizona Cardinals. I really do. But then they go and lose to Washington when they had the opportunity to win. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned right now, like I'm not feeling the Panthers right now, and I'm not feeling Cam Newton. There's a reason why nobody wanted Cam Newton in their team. He's just lucky to get to the Panthers because they need helping quarterback, but it's not going to do anything good because I got a gut feeling that the Miami Dolphins are going to win this Sunday.
I mean, they have been playing really good for the last 3 games, and I think the only quality win they got was Baltimore because the Jets and Houston are garbage. You know, so but I'm going to give Cam Newton another shot here. I think he can go on the road, and I think he can take down the Dolphins. Exploit that defense. Would the Dolphins defense be able to stop Cam Newton if he starts running? You know what I'm saying? I understand that the Dolphins have a better passing game than the Panthers right now, but something just tells me that Cam Newton is going to fix things from what he did from last week against Washington, and he's going to bounce back and beat the Dolphins this week.
All right, I'm glad we finally got a difference here. Let me see if we got some differences here. The
Oh,
Titans versus the Patriots. And for those of you that follow me on all four downs, okay, I've been saying this since he's in Alabama. I've called in the middle of the season that Mac Jones, imagine Mac Jones going to New England Patriots. Boom, he's the New England Patriots. And I'm saying that before the season started, Mac Jones is going to be the rookie of the year for the NFL. He's on track right now. He is on track. And I'm telling you, Mac Jones is the better quarterback out of everybody in last year's draft. Nobody believed me. People were dissing me. Who's laughing now? I'm telling you that right now. And don't make excuses that, oh, he's just in a perfect system. Because the fact is, his accuracy is on point. He's not going to turn over the ball. And when he does, let's say throw an interception, he's going to learn and not do it again. Something that the other quarterbacks can't comprehend. They don't study the game like Mac Jones does. And he has a 4.0 for a reason with a lot of degrees besides football. And that's why this guy is for real. And I'm telling you right now, the New England Patriots have outscored Tennessee Titans. They have a better defense than the Titans. And that's why come Sunday, the Patriots will defeat the Titans by 10
yeah.
points.
And Tennessee has won. They beat the Patriots the last 2 times, the last 2 outings. But we're talking about a different Patriots team this year, and their defense at home are only allowing 10 points in the last 2 games at home. How can you go against this Patriots defense right now? If it was for offense, I would take Tennessee's offense. But we're talking about offense and defense
I
altogether.
want to take Tennessee. You see
I
what the
would.
Titans did last week?
Hey,
Tannehill is throwing 4 interceptions.
I get that. I get that. But we all have a bad week. You know what I'm saying? And Tennessee still got a good record. You know, for a reason. So, because if it comes to a shootout, New England better be careful. But I think New England's defense is going to prevail. I think the Patriots will pull out this victory and get that sixth consecutive win and continue the ride that they're on right now. So yeah, I got the Patriots.
All right, Eagles versus the Giants. We talked about it earlier. The offensive coordinator Jeff Garrett is out for the New York Giants. Probably well overdue, but sadly that it had to happen after a bye week to where they played one game against the Bucs to realize he is not the answer. But again, you're looking at Daniel Jones. He doesn't look like he's improving. It's the same old Jones that what he did back in college. Then you got the general manager who's on the hot seat, which more likely he will not be with the New York Giants at the end of the season. Then you got the Philadelphia Eagles with Jalen Hurts, which I'm also a big fan of his, that he is running the table. This Eagles is hot at the right time. They're in the perfect scenario to reach the playoffs. I understand that a lot of people saying the NFC East is not good. Watch this. The Eagles are going to make them good. The Eagles will go to MetLife and make sure that the Giants will go on their insurance and get some medical treatment because the Eagles will kill the Giants this weekend.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got it by 3.5. They opening it up as so kind of
I
crazy
wouldn't. I'm
because
gonna put it even wider. To be honest with you,
because the Eagles scored like 30 points in the last two games, so they're building a lot of momentum on their side right now. So I think they went through that tough part of their schedule. Now it's getting a little easier for them. And so, yeah, I got the Eagles winning this game too. I'm sorry, but the Giants just got a lot of things they got to fix. And then it already started. They get rid of, one guy. So we need to continue getting rid of the next guy and the next guy.
there's
So
just too many restarts for the
it's just,
Giants,
I
and it's
know,
not good.
yeah, it's not, but you got to start
Mm.
somewhere and get it done now. So when next year happens, we're not going through this whole situation all over again.
Absolutely. And maybe they should get some hints with the Jaguars, except for getting a head coach. But you got Trevor Lawrence, who is well disciplined. You know what I mean? And he's doing all right for the Jaguars being his first year. But they host the Atlanta Falcons. The reason why I'm saying that is that I don't trust the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know where they're at. You know what I mean? I'm picking the Jaguars to win and defeat the Falcons.
I mean, Calvin Ridley's out. So, I mean, I think Cordell Patterson is questionable. If he does play, is he going to be kind of healthy? I mean, you think about Matty Ice, or is he Matty Melting Ice? Because he's all confusing. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, I can't trust the Jaguars. I mean, but I could. But looking at the situation, you would expect more from a veteran quarterback in Matt Ryan, and expect less from Trevor Lawrence. But for some reason, I think the Jaguars are going to pull up an upset and
Is it an
continue.
upset, though, if they already suck?
I guess not, if you want to put it that way.
You
you
know
know.
who's upset? I'm gonna tell you who's upset. The Jets and the Texans are upset because
Oh
they're the two worst
God.
NFL teams that we got going on, and because of that, I got the Texans winning against the Jets.
Yeah. Okay. I concur with that. I mean, who's going to start a quarterback for the Jets? Is it going to be Mike White? Or I think he's out.
No,
Flacco. I think it's going
actually,
to be.
Wilson is back. I mean,
Yeah. If
Flacco's gonna
Flacco's
start.
out. No, I thought
Oh,
Flacco was out. I think it's Zach Wilson's going to start. See, that's the
Zach
confusing.
Wilson is back now.
Well, they need something because somebody's going 3-8 after this week, which is sad to say, but
And the Jets
I,
have not won on the road. They're 0-5. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I won't be
I mean,
like you did what you did a couple of weeks ago. Be like, next. We don't need to talk about next.
yeah, because it's like these two offenses are garbage. I mean, the Jets are like 17 points a game. The Texans are 15 points a game. I mean, come on, this is just pathetic. And okay, so the Texans are coming off a high because they beat Tennessee, but they lost four in a row before that.
Mm.
And the Jets, well, they lost three in a row. When they beat the Bengals, then they went on a 3-game losing streak. So yeah, they both. You're right, garbage. So we got to pick a garbage team, and I'm picking the Texans.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh,
forget about it.
forget about it. I know, right?
The
Oh,
Chargers
mercy.
versus the Broncos. The Chargers are 3-1. The Broncos are 2-3 at home. And these, both teams are neck to neck pretty much in the standings. So it's a must win for both teams. But I got a feeling the Chargers are going to pull through, excuse me. The Chargers did beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 41-37. However, I'm concerned about that defense,
Oh man.
especially when they give up over 20 points in the fourth quarter
Yeah.
to the Steelers, which they could have just sealed the deal and
Yeah.
allow Pittsburgh to come close to make a strong comeback.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that, it lasted 49 seconds or whatever that last drive to score a
Hmm.
touchdown.
Yep.
Um, but other than that, man, I like what's going on with the Chargers, right? On the other side, the Broncos losing to Philadelphia 30-13. They did beat Dallas, but I think Dallas went in there thinking that they just no good because Van Miller's not there no more.
Hmm.
This is not the case, but I'm still concerned on the Chargers defense. Like, what's going on?
I don't know what's going on, but I like their offense. I mean, Justin Herbert is 3-1, and with like 101 quarterback rating or something like that on the road this year. So I mean, he's doing good on the road. You know what I'm saying? So I think, even though they kind of almost slipped it up against the Steelers, but they built that momentum. They could put the points on the board, and I think this is going to carry over on the road in Denver. I think the Chargers are going to win this game.
All right. The Rams versus the Packers. Whew, what can I say, man? This story is always about Aaron Rodgers this, Aaron Rodgers that. Well, guess what? Aaron Rodgers, he ain't winning no Super Bowl this year. And I don't care. You could be like, oh, I'm crazy and this and that. This guy got too much attention right now. And I'm just not liking it. I don't think the examples he's doing this season, I don't think is right for the NFL, but others may disagree, and then that's cool. You could disagree all you want. But yeah, respectively, Green Bay is 8-3 in the NFC North, but the Rams are 7-3, and the Rams are playing in a harder division.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And mad respect, I know the Rams are still, you know, trying to fix some things up too. But they're coming back from a bye.
yeah.
The Rams, I'm going for the Rams to pull an upset in Green Bay. I really am.
I don't really see it as an upset. I mean, they only got Green Bay by -1 on this one. Um, their offensive line is all banged up, and Aaron Rodgers is not healthy himself. I mean, I know he's a great
Oh,
quarterback,
he
but
gonna be showing off his
but
foot like, oh, I got a toe turf injury. Get
yeah,
out of here with
I
that
think
BS.
I think the Rams defense is going to make him run around to where he's really going to hurt that toe. They're coming off that bye week. I think the Rams are going to get the job done, even though the Packers are undefeated at home. I think the Rams will give them their first loss at the house. I can,
Stafford, I'm gonna tell you right now, better be playing right.
yeah, he
Okay,
has to be. He has to.
he got to
He
play
has to.
right, and no excuse because all that time that he spent losing to
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers and the Packers while he was in Detroit, there's no excuse now that he's with the Rams, and given that talent he got around him, he better beat Rodgers and the
yeah,
Packers.
yeah. If the Packers come out winning this game, then it,
The hell with him.
yeah, with the Rams, yeah, yeah.
The hell with him. The Vikings visit the 49ers. 49ers are 1-4 at home, but the Vikings are 2-3 on the way, right? Both teams are 5-5. The Vikings on a 2-game winning streak, just like the 49ers. But give props to the Vikings. They beat the Chargers, they beat the Packers. On the other side, the 49ers beat the Rams. They even beat the Jacksonville Dragons the same way, right?
Mhm,
But 1 point differential, right? They held
mhm.
both teams to 10 points. Who's favoring this? I'm going to tell you right now, I'm actually leaning over to the Vikings to win.
Okay, yeah, and I could respect that because I mean the 49ers are 1-4 at home, but they won 3 of the last 4 games, and I'm leaning towards the 49ers in this game because to me the Vikings 6 of their games have been decided by 4 or less points and they're 2-4 in that stretch. So if it comes to a close game, I think the 49ers can outduel them if it comes down to a field goal battle. So I think the 49ers will rebound at home and get their second win and they'll beat the Vikings. But this is going to be interesting because I believe they're both 5-5. They're fighting for a wild card spot, 2 of the 3, because I think the Rams already got one wrapped up already. And if they don't wrap it up, the Cardinals are going to wrap it up. So they're fighting for 2 spots. I like the 49ers in this spot.
Mm, mm,
All
mm, mm,
right.
mm. You like the 49ers.
I
So
like the
that's two.
Niners.
So
That's
we
2.
disagree with two.
We got 2 so far.
That means they're running it away from you.
No,
That's
it
even
just means I'm
better.
going to take a 1 game lead on you.
You ain't going to take nothing. Because Sunday night football, the Browns versus the Ravens. I know Hector's going for the Browns. He's a Mayfield fan. Um,
Oh, you, baby. Boomer sooner, baby.
oh hell! All right, seriously, let me double check. I don't want to say the wrong one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I I'm not a fan of the Browns. I never did. They Hey, Browns are the Browns.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna leave it like that. But I'm liking the Ravens. But the thing is that how much luck do the Ravens have? Because every time, most of these games, they're coming back from behind, and in the
yeah,
fourth quarter, it's like Lamar Jackson is like Superman. Not still in the way the thunder of Cam Newton because of that's his nickname. But Lamar Jackson's like the superhero of the Baltimore Ravens, right? When we like, hey man, no matter we down by how many? 20. Let's get down by 35 and then I'll play. Then I'll turn it up. Matter of
yeah,
fact, give me 5 minutes left of the game so I can score 40. I mean,
yeah.
is this a basketball game or something? I don't know.
Right.
But Lamar Jackson should be back this weekend. And
Hmm.
even that, he wasn't even playing last week, okay, against the Chicago, right? And the fact that they came from behind on that one, like Ravens pulled it off, and I'm like, oh my god, like again, seriously, like you would think that the Bears would have won that game.
Yeah, yeah.
They should have,
They should
but
have.
then
Yeah.
knock out Justin Fields and Lamar Jackson's back now. They got this, man. They got the Browns.
He just need to suck on some Pepto Bismol and take some Alka-Seltzer and just get in this game because you keep sitting out, you're not gonna get the division title. I mean, yeah, the Ravens are 3-1 at home this year, and I'm happy to see that. But and they do, I believe, have like the second ranked run defense in the league, which I think is gonna make a big difference against Cleveland's offense. So I think the Ravens are gonna start taking control of this division because everybody else keeps losing on their behalf. So keep them in first place. But yeah, I like the
You're
Ravens winning.
right. You're absolutely right. And I just hope that this game doesn't turn out to be, you know what? My luck ran out, and now the Browns are
Right,
whipping on us, which
right.
that could be a possibility because they do have the talent to do that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
do, respectively, they do, right?
Hmm.
And it's not good that you and I agree with the same thing because
Yeah.
our records has not been proven so lately.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, well, we're not liking this season for some reason. But Monday Night Football with the Seattle Seahawks visiting the Washington Football Team. Ay, ay, ay. The Seattle Seahawks are 3-7. Going against the Washington Football Team, they're 4-6. But Washington Football Team are just like any other team. They might as well be down in the cellar with the New York Giants. Um,
But they're
no,
playing better than the Giants for some reason. I know it's a
of
one
course,
game difference, but
they don't
still.
got Jason Garrett as the offensive coordinator. And even that, I hope they fire the defensive coordinator from the Giants, but I'm not going to say nothing right now. Let's focus on the Washington Football Team. They come out victorious over the Carolina Panthers. I think they they added their resources to ensure that they could beat the Washington Football Team because Cam was there. And like Coach Rivera says, I have the formula to beat Cam. And he did. But I like the Washington Football Team. I like Heineke to the way he operates as a quarterback. I mean, this guy's thrown over 2,000 yards, 15 touchdown passes, but he has given up 9 interceptions, and those interceptions might cost him this weekend because Seattle can pick six them not once, but they could do it twice, and that defense could carry Seattle. But there are frustrations going on with the Seattle Seahawks. Um, it's a toss up, but I'm just gonna go for the Seahawks on this one because the Washington Football Team are in the NFC East, and I need them to lose. So maybe my Giants can actually move up in the world. I don't know, but
This
when
ain't
you
George
got
and
two
Wheezy.
teams that are not being where they're supposed to be, it makes it hard for us to pick. Well, I picked Seattle.
I mean, Washington won two in a row. Okay, and then before that, they lost on the road to Denver. Okay, a touchdown game in which they just seemed to be all confused at the last drive in the fourth quarter. Okay, and then they got beat up by Green Bay, and then they got destroyed by Washington. So, but yet they are at home and they beat the Saints. So it's like, what kind of team are we getting here with Washington? It's like, okay, you're 4-6, but I don't know what Washington team I'm going to get here at home. Okay, because you beat Tampa Bay at home, but then yet you lose to the Saints at home. So I'm like, what am I getting? And then you get destroyed by the Chiefs at home. So it's like,
You
ah,
never know what you're gonna get. It's like life is a box of chocolate, right? From Forrest
yeah.
Gump.
But
Right,
Seattle,
exactly.
and then Seattle's offense has only scored 13 points in the last two games since Wilson's return. I mean, is this the Wilson that's the little soccer ball from the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks? I
Oh, there
mean,
you go.
I'm just asking because Washington's defense, has only allowed 20 points a game in the last two games. That's why they won two in a row, and they tightened things up. And when they got less than two turnovers a game, they're 4-1, but then they're 0-5 when they get all these other turnovers. So I really don't know what kind of Washington team we're getting here. So I'm hoping that Russell Wilson will get that Seahawk out of his and do something on the road. And I'm going to go for the Seattle Seahawks to pull out a win. I'm not going to say an upset. I'm just going to say, watch, Seattle's going to get a win. Russell will get back to his mojo and become the Russell that we all know he's supposed to be.
All right. Okay.
So
So
I
we
don't
got
know.
2 game differential here. I'm up by 1 game against you,
Yes.
and it seems like I'm gonna wipe you out on this week. That's definitely what that's gonna mean, and that's okay. I like that. And there's no problems with that. I mean, I look, you're you, and I'm sorry to say I'm gonna have to steal this title away from you. I really
Dude,
do. So
you are in a 4 game losing streak against me. So
4 games,
yes,
Mister
because
Stats.
you had a 5 game lead on me, and I won the last four. So yeah, I'm on a 4 game winning streak against you. So I'm
I put
feeling
the
hot,
pause.
hot,
Put the
hot.
pause on that.
I'm
Put the
feeling
pause
hot,
on that.
hot, hot.
Ha ha
Are
ha.
you
Uh,
feeling hot, hot, hot? I'm
You
feeling
know,
hot.
you know what I'm feeling for Thursday. Those of you that doing a parlay, I'll be safe to say pick the Lions, the Cowboys, and the Bills. Um, just pick those three. Make your money line good. You put in some $5 or something. You probably get approximately $40 back. But pay attention to the money line. If the positive, if it goes over 1,000 for one of those teams, anything can happen. You want to at least put $1 for that one or something like that. But if you want to talk about big time numbers, my safest bet put the Lions, Cowboys, and Bills. Those three teams should win this week on Thursday night. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some good games. I know the records don't look like the performance ain't there, but we're talking about some turkey. We're talking about some pernil. You're talking about arroz con gandules, some pasteles, and bicocho. Like you name it, you got it, baby. And you down with some wine. Ah, delicioso. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm hungry. Let's go, man. And a
Let's
little
go.
bit of that pumpkin pie. What?
I go sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie. I eat acorn pie, even pecan pie. I love that. I miss the South, man. I really do.
You gonna
Well,
give me
that's
some of that? Give me some of that apple pie. Give me some of that fresh ice cream, vanilla ice cream.
that's
Warm, just warm up that apple pie.
Hey man, you know what? We're gonna have a good Thursday, and then I know probably a lot of shoppers want to go out. I don't shop; I just do my stuff online. But Black Friday, then you got those Cyber Monday that's coming up. So there's a lot of things going on as we get ready for the holidays, and it all starts tomorrow, Week 12 of the NFL, Week 13 of college football. There's so much going on, and once again, thank you for watching the All Four Downs podcast. On behalf of Hector and myself, I want to wish everybody a
Happy
happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Please
Yes,
be safe, be responsible, don't drink and drive. Um, and again, always watch yourself at all times because you never know, man. Um, I know I'm going to be chilling at home. This is my safe space.
yes.
So, hey, it's the holidays, baby.
It's the
Nothing but
holidays.
love.
Be thankful. Count your blessings. But not only count your blessings, but hold on to those blessings because you just never know.
Absolutely.
You just
You
never
never
know.
know.
All right. So we
Yes.
got family, food, and football. Enjoy it. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.
Next week. Take care, everyone.